Good evening and welcome to Dog Eats Dog, the game show where it is survival of the fittest, and one will emerge as the top dog and the rest will be relegated to the loser's bench, or possibly the pound, if you prefer. How's everyone doing? I hope you are well and enjoying the lockdown. Apologies for the slightly delayed start. It has been a... What are those afternoons, really? So I'm going to have this underscore music playing all the way through, actually, which is a thing. That's a thing that's happening now. I haven't done. I have played through this a bit today to sort of get accustomed to it. But it's been 3 months to the day since the pilot episode. Hello. No, I know the webcam's not on. It's all part of the. It's all part of the story. I know you're talking to the chair. I know. I was building to it, you know. Yeah, 3 months to the day since we did the pilot of Dog Eat Dog way back in January, when the world was a simpler place. Yes, it was. You off out for a walk? Okay, see you in a bit, guys. Bye bye. Have a nice walk. Oh, thank you. I was wondering where that had gone. So yeah, so I did Dog Eat Dog, and it was going to be the first season of the new series, the new 2020 game show series, and then I made Family Fortunes immediately afterwards, and that sort of won the poll, and I was quite excited about Family Fortunes, and I think Family Fortunes looks better. Dog Eat Dog, it looks a bit blocky, but they're very different game shows, and if you can come to peace with the aesthetic of this game, it's actually really good fun, even if it is a little bit slightly blocky. Anyway, the reason I'm late is I've been block worker who's here. Alex is here tonight. In case anything goes wrong, he can tell me what I did. You were here, quite. So the reason I'm late, if just to make it even more late, just to tell you what was going on, I was doing some editing for my wife. Who's done a video as part of a group, an aerobicsy sort of group that she's in, so I was editing that together and putting on the final touches to Dog Eat Dog and trying to call 1 million people and do a billion different things at once. So it's been quite a... Anyway, it got to about 4 o'clock and I realised I hadn't been to Tesco yet. This is my one trip out of the flat a week at the moment, down to Tesco. So went there, and in my rush to go, I tripped over the cable, and I think I've knackered the... I've got 2 USB 3 ports on top of the PC down here. One of them had the webcam in and one of them had the headset in. And I think I knackered the one the headset's in for the amount of times I've tripped over it, and I think I've dislodged it from something. So the other one is still working though, but it means I've had to move the webcam, and the webcam didn't like it in the monitor, so the webcam's had to go down the back. On top of that, I had to do a Windows update, and I hadn't given any thought to the overlay, so sorry if it looks a bit unprepared. I've got the banner right though, but it's been a bit of a day, actually, surprisingly. But there we go. Anyway, we're going to start the new season of Dog Eat Dog, and it's all very exciting. So we've got a 6-episode season. This is if you saw the announcement in the Discord earlier on, then you'll know what's going on. A bit of a kerfuffle, absolutely, Matt. It's exactly what it was. So if you saw the announcement earlier on, this is the start of a new season. We had the season 1, which was Family Fortunes for 6 weeks. Then we had... a week off, and then our off season, and then I did a dev stream last weekend, which was really chill, where I did Deal or No Deal, which I'll say a bit more about later on. And now we start the new season, so 6 episodes of Dog Eat Dog, and there are 6 players in the game, so it makes sense to me to have a final. So the top dog from each of the next 6 episodes will go into a 7th game, which will be the final, and that will be on the 30th of May, which is a date you definitely need to put in your calendars now, because it's going to be a very exciting day, and there's going to be more information about that in due course. But do add that date to your diary, 30th of May, so it's 6 weeks from today. Yeah, make sure you're around for that. If isolation is over, I honestly don't know if it will be Egg, but hey, that's the way it goes. So yeah, we've got 6 weeks of Dog Eat Dog, but Dog Eat Dog, because I only wanted a one final, it makes sense to only have 1 game of Dog Eat Dog per week. So it's going to be Dog Eat Dog plus guest game week to week. So as I mentioned earlier on, I'm hoping to get the 2 countdown semi-finals out the way as one of the guest games in the next few weeks. One of them will almost certainly be Family Fortunes, one of them will almost certainly be Danger Zone, and the other one might be, if I can pull my finger out and get it working is the Gauntlet, which needs to have a pilot episode because I do want to do a full season of that. But tonight, the guest game is going to be my new build of Deal or No Deal. Now, it's not quite finished. We did do some testing of it this week. I've done a few dev streams, and we should be able to get through a game, and it should be quite exciting. It's going to be a mic-only game. I will need to talk to people for that. So stick around till later on if you fancy playing Deal or No Deal. But before we do that, we are going to have our opening game of the season of Dog Eat Dog. Now, for those of you who didn't see the pilot or haven't seen the game before, there are 6 of you who are going to be selected. There are then 4 initial rounds. In each round, the 6 players who are involved have to vote for the person they think is least likely to succeed. There are 4 choices of games: memory, sequences, arithmetic, and words. Okay? And in each instance, you have to vote for the person who you think is least likely to succeed. Now, I've just realised I need to create the pop-out game so that I can show this in the server for whoever is the live player at any given point. At the end of the game, if you succeed your challenge and you survive, you get to vote out one of the players who voted for you to play the game. If you fail your challenge, you are out of the game and go over to the loser's bench on the right-hand side. We repeat this until we have 2 players left. The 2 players go into a head-to-head, and whoever wins the head-to-head is today's top dog and will get a place in the final. But the story doesn't end there, as you will see in due course. This game is one that you can do in either voice or in Twitch chat. So if you haven't got a microphone, it doesn't kill you in the water. Microphone is preferable for the final, but is not a deal breaker if you don't have one. So if you don't need to have a microphone. If you want to play, you can come and give it a go. I will say at this point, though, I haven't put in the mechanic to get out of the lobby. So once you're in, you are potentially going to be a player in the game. So don't come into the lobby unless you're definitely able to, and definitely able to commit to playing the game, because I can't take you out without restarting the whole thing. All right, so I've said that now. There we go. So, oh, I didn't get rid of the test player button. I thought I'd gotten rid of everything, but I guess not. Okay, so if you would like to have your chance at being today's top dog, you need to type in the code either into the chat or to Persephone's Twitch bot now. QRGT. And no, it is not knob. For a change. We need at least 6 to make the game work. We've got to 8, which is good. There's 9, 10. So if you're not chosen this week, you might be chosen next week. We've got, say, 6 episodes of this to get through. It doesn't need it, not a jumble of numbers. You can play the provisional rounds in or out of voice chat, though for the final, I prefer a microphone, though it's not a deal breaker. You need to type 1 word. So you can get away without a microphone, definitely. Assuming I've fixed everything. There's not. There he goes. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 11 of you in the lobby. 6 of you will go through to the game. We've got Clive of Legend, Matt the Ref, Pow the Torterra, Shadowmane, Kath, Egg Fried Cheese, Connor, Acid, 8minky, Samster, and not a jumble of numbers. I feel like I have probably around an hour, Toshi. Probably looking around about an hour, give or take. Maybe slightly under. Or maybe slightly over. And I just realised I haven't done my hellos to everyone yet, so I feel really bad about that. So let me go and do that now. Let me say hello to everybody. Power the Torterra and Walix, Connor, Ash, and Power the Torterra, thank you for the host as well, and good evening, Connor and Ash. Matt the Ref, Nightbot is here as well, which is always nice. Cetra, Drahuska, Kath, Alex, Clive of Legend, Egg Fried Cheese, Shadowmane, Connor. Have I missed anybody? I think that's Samster as well. Good evening, Samster. And G. Eisens, I've seen, has just shown up as well. Toshi, of course. And Acid as well. Good evening, Acid. Welcome. Not a jumble of numbers, of course. And Brig Bother as well. Hello. And Lingo Maniac. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining us on this Saturday night for Saturday Night Game Shows 2020. That's the last 30 seconds I'm going to give you now if you want to come and join the lobby. But yeah, thank you very much for joining us for this first episode of the new season. And if I haven't said your name, and you're just in chat, hanging out and not wanting to speak, that's also absolutely fine. Welcome. It is lovely to have you here. Kate Prather, good evening and welcome. Okay, I think that is about enough time. We are going to select 6 players to come and play the first game of Dog Eat Dog. I imagine there's maybe a couple of people who want to see how this is going to work and maybe join in a subsequent game in the future. Let's pick our dogs for the evening. Okay, the computer has selected Clive of Legend, Power the Torterra, Charlemagne, Kath, Egg Fried Cheese, and Acid. You are the 6 competitors in this evening's game. Hard luck to the other 6 players who didn't get an opportunity to play this week, but perhaps next week. Do stick around, and maybe you'll have better luck when we play Deal or No Deal a bit later on. Okay, we are going to begin the game. Very best of luck to the 6 of you. So this is Dog Eat Dog. At the start of each round, I will show you a category. You will then have to think about which of your fellow competitors is least likely to succeed in that category. You cannot vote for yourself. I will say this at the front. You cannot vote, you cannot vote for yourself. If you do, I'll be annoyed with you and your vote probably just won't count. Is how this is going to work. To vote, once the category is revealed, you have to type !vote followed by the name of the player. Space or no space, it doesn't matter. So vote followed by the player name. It doesn't have to be exact, as long as it is readable and I know who you are referring to. So !vote followed by the player name on who you think is most likely to fail at memory. The category is memory. Can't vote yet. Oh, also, when you're voting, please vote to the bot. Vote to Whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot. I haven't opened the voting yet, so you can't do it yet. But whisper to Persephone's Twitch bot, and it will anonymise the vote. !vote, followed by the name of the player you'd like to vote. Memory is a very simple game. You'll be flashed up 20 words at the beginning. Persephone's Twitch bot is in, she's a moderator in the users in chat, Shadowmain. So if you click her and then click whisper, you'll be able to whisper to her. We'll flash up 20 words and I will read them to you as they are read out. You then simply have to recite the words either to me in voice or into chat or to the bot. Okay, simple as that. You do get 2 opportunities to replay the words quickly. It won't stop the timer, but it will play them. You have an unlimited number of opportunities to replay them slowly. And you have 90 seconds to recite the full list of 20 words. Okay? It's a simple memory game, 20 words, relatively simple words that you have to recite in order. You can play either in voice or in chat. Decide who you would like to play the memory game now. To the Twitch bot, !vote, followed by the name. And yes, the words have to be repeated in the order in which they appear. So Shadowmain has voted, Egg Fried Cheese has voted, Car the 7th has voted, Power, Acid and Clive. Power and Clive have voted, just waiting for Acid. Okay. All 6 players have voted for who they want to play the game. Once we have a decision, incidentally, if we have a tie, I need to actually check what happens if there's a tie in the first round because I'm a consummate professional. I actually forgot to look this up and I now can't remember. If there's a tie normally, the last person to go to the loser's bench decides. However, if there is a tie in the opening round, then a contestant is selected at random. So I will probably say the player who is furthest to the left. All right, or maybe the right. I'll flip a coin when we get there. And if it's the heads, it will be leftmost. If it's tails, it'll be rightmost. That's how I'm going to do that, okay? So if there's a tie on this, that's how it's going to be. Otherwise, if there's a tie, it's normally the last person who went to the loser's bench. Okay, let's find out how you've all voted. Acid's voted for Power the Torterra. Shadowmain has voted for Acid. Power has voted for Charlemagne. Thank you very much for that subscription, Weemers. Clive of Legend has voted for Charlemagne. Egg Fried Cheese has voted for Charlemagne. And Car the 7th has also voted for Shadowmain. That is 4 votes for you, Shadowmain. Shadowmain, you are going to be playing the memory game. Thank you very much, Weemers, for that 11-month subscription. Shadowmane, would you like to play in voice, talking to me, or would you like to play in the Twitch chat? You'd like voice? Okie dokie. I'm going to go and join the relevant room, actually, because I'm not actually in it yet. Oh, you're already there. Hello, Shadowmane. Hang on, stream can't hear you yet. One more time. Hello, Shadowmane.
Hello, Ben.
Excellent. Stream should be able to hear you now. Welcome to the game. The other thing I need to do at this point is share the window with you so you can actually see it in real time, because there might be a slight delay on the screen. Though in this game, it's slightly academic. Once you've seen the words, yeah, you've seen them. Okay, we'll begin the round. Oh! I put the wrong person in the game because I'm a total idiot.
Put Asset in!
I put Asset in. And you know what? When I was going through the to-do list earlier on, I said, I don't need to put a back button there, I'll just be careful. Oh. Right, stand by, let me see if I can fix this. Actually, it's kind of fine on this one because you're playing in voice, so it doesn't really matter, and I can override it anyway, so it's fine. It says Asset, but it's not. It's Shadowmane. Sorry about that, Asset. Sorry about that, Shadowmane. It shouldn't make a difference on this round because I can still override it, and it's not to do with typing. It's only when it's to do with typing that's a problem, or in the final. So
You just have to say the words in order, right?
yeah. So yes, the rules. How this works. You're going to get 20 words flashed up one at a time. The first time they flash through, I will say them out loud. Thereafter, I won't. Okay? You have to recite them in order. There are 20 in total. You have 90 seconds of which to do it. If you would like a repeat, you can select. You can tell me fast repeat or slow repeat. You get 2 fast repeats and an unlimited number of slow repeats. The time does not stop if you repeat.
If I get a word wrong, then what happens?
If you get a word, if you get a word wrong, I will say incorrect, and it will not progress. There is no other penalty other than you have to remember the word.
Right. So I just have to remember the words, and it stays on the one that I'm at when I ask for a repeat.
No, when you ask for a repeat, it will go back to the beginning, play them all, and then yes, it will go back to the one that you got to. So if you got through the first 6. And then you repeat, it shows them all, and then goes back to number 6.
Right then.
Are you happy with the rules?
Yes, I am. Let's
Wonderful.
begin.
In which case, Shadowmane, your fight for survival starts now. Your 20 words are agent, when, involve, speech, thought, country, situation, believe, each, through, space, movie, feel, marriage, business, blue, local, beat, roll, contain. The clock is on.
Okay, agent.
Correct.
Situation.
Incorrect.
When?
Correct.
This situation.
Incorrect.
Thought.
Incorrect.
Fast replay.
You're back in.
Involve.
Correct.
Speech.
Correct.
Country.
Incorrect.
Thought.
Correct.
Country.
Correct.
Situation.
Correct.
Blue.
Incorrect.
Space.
Say again?
Space.
Incorrect.
Fast replay.
Back in.
When.
Incorrect.
I believe.
Correct.
Each.
Correct.
Idea.
Incorrect.
Blue.
Incorrect.
Uh,
And your time is up. Bad luck, Shadowmane. 9 out of 20. A valiant effort. It went through, then space, movie, feel, marriage, business, blue, local, beat, roll, contain. A tough round.
The very sad thing is, memory is one of my strongest points. So
mate.
the team have eliminated me on one of my specialist subjects.
Oh, dearie me. Well, a valiant effort, Shadow Mate. And hey, you got the first game of the season, so that's exciting, right?
Yeah, that's very exciting.
Well, thank you very much for playing, but for now, we're going to go back to the player bench. And here's why it didn't necessarily matter that I clicked the wrong name before. It's only if it's in Twitch that it's a problem. Shadowmane, a valiant effort, but for now, you are going over to the loser's bench. There you go. Bad luck, Shadowmane, but perhaps we'll get an opportunity to speak with you a little bit later on.
Perhaps, yeah.
Thank you very much for playing. Okay, I've thrown Shadowmane out. I'm quite abrupt when doing that. So, we have lost Shadowmane. Let's go on to round 2. It's quite a ruthless game, this. I forgot how ruthless it was. Sorry about that calamitous error there as well. That was a big boo-boo. I need to not do that next time. Okay, we're going to go on to round 2, and the category for round 2 is arithmetic. So, this is probably my favourite round. Again, there are 90 seconds in this game. You get a base number at the start, and you get an operation followed by a number. So the base number might be 10, the operation and the number might be add 17. The answer would then be 27. You can answer again either in Twitch or out loud to me in voice chat. Much like with the memory game, if you get it wrong, it is just wrong. If you get it right, it progresses to the next number. The answer becomes the new base number. The operations get progressively more difficult as you go on. You have 90 seconds to answer all 10 correctly. Okay? There is no penalty for being wrong, so if you get stuck, you can just guess in the general ballpark, say as many numbers as you like, and that is fine. Eventually you will get it right, but I can only condone it as correct if I hear it as the correct answer. Likewise, you can type it either to chat or to Persephone's Twitch bot. That is the rules of arithmetic. Let's open the voting. Exclamation mark vote followed by the name of the player you would like to play this game. Acid, Power, Clive, Egg, and Car the 7th. Make your decision now. Get the drink in a minute. Okay. All 5 of you have now voted anonymously to the bot. Let's find out who you voted for. Acid has voted for Car the 7th. Power has voted for Egg Fried Cheese. Clive has voted for Egg Fried Cheese. Egg Fried Cheese has voted for Car the 7th. And Car the 7th has voted for Clive of Legend, which means we have a two-way tie between Egg and Car the 7th. And in this situation, the last person to go through the loser's bench gets to make the decision. So, Shadowmane, I'm going to bring you back. No, I'm going to bring you back now, Shadowmane. Sorry, I'm just bringing you back in to speak to me to a minute. There is a tie between Egg Fried Cheese and Car the 7th. So you get to break that tie by telling me who you would like to play the arithmetic challenge, either Car the 7th or Egg Fried Cheese.
Right. I feel that... You know what? Get Egg in there.
Get Egg in there, says the man. Okay, thank you very much. Get Fine. Egg in... pop.
Fine.
And, okay, so... to click the right person this time, Egg Fried Cheese. Egg Fried Cheese, you have been selected to play arithmetic.
Cool. One of my stronger subjects. This is going to be good.
Okay. Well, we'll find out what happens. How are you, sir, anyway?
I'm actually not too bad. Did a 12-hour shift today, which was a bit on the mad side, to say the least.
Indeed.
Same again tomorrow and the day after, so yay!
Big fun. Well, hopefully we can take your mind off that a little bit this evening with some high school maths. Egg, you understand the rules of the game. I will say the base number, and I will say correct if you're right and incorrect. Sorry, correct if you're right and incorrect if you are wrong. Can you see the stream overlay in the
let me go into
in the go live?
Go. Yes.
I will of course also say the numbers as they appear.
Cool.
One thing I just need to do is actually bring the answers up for myself. That's important. Okay. Egg Fried Cheese. You have 90 seconds. Do you understand the rules?
I do.
And you're answering to me rather than in chat.
Yes. Correct.
Okay, there is no option to skip here, by the way. You just have to go through until you get them right. Egg fried cheese. The very best of luck. You have 90 seconds, and your fight for survival starts now. Base number is 75 minus 18.
57.
Correct. Plus 23.
70.
Incorrect.
Oh, 80.
Correct. Divided by 4.
20.
Correct. Plus 137.
157.
Correct. Plus 146.
303.
Correct. Plus 60.
363.
Correct. Times 9.
Oh God.
50, just under 50 seconds. 4 to go.
3,000.
It's coming up to 30 seconds.
Oh my God. 3,267.
Correct. Plus 233.
What are these maths? 3,500.
Correct. Minus 393.
3,107.
Correct. Plus 349.
3,456.
Just out of time, I'm afraid. Just out of time. By the time you'd finished saying the number, the button had gone. I clicked the second you finished saying it, but regrettably, just out of time. That was so close, and it was 3,456. That is such bad luck, Egg. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Multiplied by 9 was horrendous.
I just multiply by 10 and take off the base. Easy peasy.
Yeah, but trying to do that at that level? That's a big number.
It is a big number. It is a big number, but that's the way it goes. Egg, you have not survived. So with deepest regret, we go back to the player bench, and I'm afraid so. Out of interest, who would you have eliminated out of Power or Clive?
Clive.
You would have taken out Clive, right? Well, unfortunately, that option has been denied you, and sadly, Egg Fried Cheese, you must take your place on the loser's bench.
No problem at all.
Off you pop to join Charlemagne, but maybe we'll have a chat with you a little bit later on. Thank you very much, Egg Fried Cheese. Okay, so we have played 2 games. We have had 2 challenges, and we have had 2 failures. Maybe all that will change as we go into round 3. Okay, 4 players remain. Acid, Power the Torterra, Clive and Car the 7th. So far, both players who have taken on a challenge have failed at that challenge. Let's see if all that will change as we go into round 3. The category is words. Okay. So this is the word wheel game. It's basically a circular crossword. You will be given a clue and you will be given the starting letter. And you will be given the number of letters in the word. You'll also be given a keyboard of letters that are potentially available. Now, Egg is saying this is a pain in the ass. It was a pain in the ass, but I painstakingly this morning went through the code and rewrote it so that you can now submit more than 1 letter at a time. Previously, Egg did this one and he got stuck because it wouldn't deliver his whispers. It was only 1 letter at a time. Now, you can type as many letters as you like. To answer it. I will say, if the letter is already there, so for example, if the first one was something you hold champagne in, and there's an F there, the answer would be flute. You don't need to type the F. If you type the F and an F is available on the keyboard, that will be marked as wrong. And if you type a wrong letter, you lose 5 seconds. Okay? You are frozen out for 5 seconds. So, Clive thinks it's awfully generous. Admittedly, I haven't tested this yet, so it might prove to be too easy, but you've also got to work out the clues, you've got to look at the letters to see what's there. On this one, you can skip, and you can skip by typing !skip. This one is one that's better to play in Twitch, but I am happy to type the letters. I can type the letters on your behalf if you prefer, if you tell me exactly which letter to press. You do open yourselves up to margins for human error if that happens. I'm quite a good typist. Not that anyone who's watching my streams would believe that, but so this is going to be very much up to you. I would suggest Twitch is probably better, but maybe come and have a chat with me in voice or the same. So basically, a circular crossword. One catch for this is that the last letter of the previous clue is the first letter of the next. Let's find out who you're going to vote for. It's exclamation mark vote followed by the player name whispered to the bot. Voting is open for the words category. Acid, Power, Clive, and Car the 7th. Who are you going to vote for? Car the 7th has voted. Acid has voted. Clive has voted. And Power the Torterra has voted. Okay, out of the four of you, who is going to be playing the word challenge? Have a look who you voted for. Acid's voted for Kath. Power has voted for Acid, which strikes me as odd. Clive has also voted for Acid. And Kath has voted for Clive. Which means Acid is the chosen candidate for this game. I'm not going to lie, that wouldn't have been my first choice, Mr. Countdown, but that's the way it goes. Acid, would you like to play this? Obviously, it goes in Twitch if you're going to be typing the words, but do you want to come and have a chat with me in the game as well? If you're around, pop yourself into streaming public, and we'll bring you into streaming private. If you like, if not, no worries. Okay. So, bad connection, so by voice. Okay. Here we go. Acid, hello. Acid is there. Let's begin the round. Acid, are you hearing me okay? Have I muted you? I have not muted you on this occasion.
No, he's not talking at the moment.
Okay. Well, Acid.
Yes.
There we go. Hello, sir.
Yes. Okay.
Hearing you loud and clear. So, you'll get the clue presented to you. Can you see the go live screen in Discord as well?
Yes.
Because that will be slightly ahead of the stream screen. So you'll get a clue, the number of letters, the first letter is given for you. You must tell me, if you're doing this by voice, which letter to press. You'll have the wall of letters available to you. If the letter's already there, you don't need to tell me the first letter, but if you tell it to me, I will press it anyway. 5-second delay if you press a wrong letter. If you want to skip, tell me to skip. There is a skip button there. But bear in mind, the wheel takes a little bit of time to turn around.
Okay, spell by letters, okay.
Spell by letters. Are you happy with the rules?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Acid.
Oh, yeah.
You have got... hang on. What did I say for this one? Hang on. I just need to check how much time you've got for this one. It's either 2 or 2.5 minutes. It's 2 minutes for this game, 120 seconds, okay? So you've got 2 minutes to solve the word wheel, and Acid, your fight for survival starts now. Clue number 1, a type of polyhedron. 5 letters.
Ow.
Skip if you like, you can come back to it.
Yeah, skip.
To zoom in, 7 letters beginning with N.
O.
O is incorrect.
Pass.
Okay, skip.
Skip.
Yep.
He did say magnify then.
Expensive pleasure boat.
A. C. H. D.
Correct. Infectious disease.
Y.
Yep.
B. H. O. I. D.
Correct. Japanese media franchise, 7 letters.
Skip.
Belonging to aristocracy by birth, 5 letters.
Skip.
Wicked or sinful.
V. I. L.
Correct. Downward falling soil or rock.
A.
Yep.
N.
Yep.
D.
Yep.
M.
Incorrect. You cannot.
F.
You're frozen out. F is also incorrect, and you're frozen out. And
Okay.
that is time up, I'm afraid. The answer there was S, land slip, was the rest of that clue. The ones you skipped on, a type of polyhedron was prism. To zoom in was magnify. You got expensive pleasure boat as yacht. Infectious disease was typhoid. Japanese media franchise was Digimon. Belonging to aristocracy by birth is noble. And the last one there, landslip. Something I should have said at the beginning
what
of
was
that.
about? What was about Japanese media?
Digimon.
No,
Digimon.
never heard of it.
It's a cousin of Pokemon.
Okay.
Oh, you did say Exactly, you did say magnify. Oh, I beg your pardon. I didn't hear you. My bad. So you would have got magnify. So that would have been 4 out of 8, possibly. But there we go. Apologies for not catching that. Something I should probably have added at the start of that is that you cannot skip once the word has been started. So I should make sure I remember to say that next time. But on this occasion, Acid, only 3 out of 8. Unfortunately, not enough to survive, so you must go and take your place over on the loser's bench.
Okay.
Over to join Egg Fried Cheese and Shadowmane. Thank you very much for playing, and maybe speak to you later on.
Okay.
So, there we go. And we have another challenge and another failure to complete the challenge. And then there were 3. We are down to our final 3 players. Power the Torterra, Clive of Legend, and Car the 7th. They've got off scot-free so far. They've not actually played a game yet. But at the moment, they are poised, 2 of them, to go to the head-to-head round. But first of all, one of them must survive the following category. Sequences. These are mathematical sequences. You will be given the first 5 or possibly 6 numbers in a mathematical sequence, and all you have to do is tell me what the next number of the sequence would be. You can skip them and come back to them. There are 6 in total that you need to answer. You have 2.5 minutes to answer all of them. You can answer either in chat to the bot or to me in voice if you prefer. Very straightforward. Mathematical sequences. Who would you like to vote for? Exclamation mark vote followed by the player name. Voting is open now. Power, Clive, and Kath, who are you going to vote for? Into mathematical sequences. Clive has voted. Kath has voted. And Power the Torterra has voted. Okay. All 3 of you locked in. Let's see who's going to be playing the sequences game. Historically, this is quite a tough game. Power's voted for Kath. Clive has voted for Kath, and therefore the fate is sealed. Kath votes for Power, so slightly academic in this case. Kath, it's going to be you. Are you going to be playing in voice, in chat, or a combination of the both? Oh, you're already with me here in the chat.
Oh, hi. Oh, yeah, I was going to want to do this anyway.
Good stuff.
Yeah, okay.
Welcome, Kath. Let's go to your challenge wall. Okay. As I explained, you'll be given the first 6 or 7 numbers of or 5 or 6 numbers of a sequence. All you need to do is tell me what the next number of the sequence would be. If you get it wrong, there is no penalty other than me saying incorrect. You can skip, and you can skip as many times as you like. The sequences will not change. Okay, so you can skip and come back to it later on after having some thought. You've got 2.5 minutes to get through this challenge. Do you understand the rules?
How many sequences do I have to get?
6.
How many sequences do I have to get?
Oh, there's a big echo. There's a big echo going on. There's a delay of about 3 seconds. I don't know if that's coming from the bot or from yourself, but either way, not too much of a problem.
Can I put it in through like a live stream in Discord?
Yes, you can see the live stream in Discord. Are you able to see it at the moment?
I think so, yeah.
It should say sequences at the moment.
Yes, it should.
It's the same as the stream, except just slightly more in time.
Yeah, give me a bit more time, yeah.
Absolutely. Right, Kath, if you're clear on the rules, are you ready to play?
Sure.
Right, Kath, your fight for survival starts now. 6, 14, 25, 39, 56.
7. 70.
Incorrect.
27. Pass.
-3, -6, -11, -18, -29.
-42.
Correct. 2, 38, 63, 79, 88.
91.
Incorrect.
93.
Incorrect.
89.
Incorrect.
90.
Incorrect.
92.
Correct. -1, -5, -10, -19, -33.
-52.
Incorrect.
-50.
Incorrect.
-48.
Incorrect.
-46.
Incorrect.
-47.
Incorrect.
-49.
Incorrect.
-51.
Incorrect.
-55.
Incorrect.
-54.
Incorrect.
It's pass.
9, 18, 36, 72, 100.
288.
Correct. -6, -1, -2, 3, 6.
5.
Incorrect.
7.
Incorrect.
8. Pass.
Back to the start. 6, 14, 25, 39, 56.
8, 11, 14, 17. Oh, 76.
Correct. -1, -5, -10, -19, -33.
-62.
Incorrect.
-52.
Incorrect.
-58.
Incorrect.
-59.
Incorrect.
-57.
Incorrect.
-60. No.
Oh, we're out of time. -56.
Oh, I've been dotting around it.
You really were. You really were. I think you said every other number within a 10 number radius. Sequence there was add the previous two numbers and then subtract 4.
Yeah, I was seeing it's something to do with that, but I wasn't sure what exactly what it was. I saw it at the end.
The other one there that you missed out on was sequence number 6, which was -6, -1, -2, 3, 6. The next number was 11. That was add 5 and then multiply by 2. Bad luck. 4 out of 6. Shadowmane is saying 4 out of 4 games failed. The dogs are really sharp with their judgment tonight, Ben. That's the way it goes, Shadowmane. It's a tough game. But, Kath, a valiant effort. 4 out of 6. A very fair effort indeed.
Not to be
on this occasion.
There's still the last round. There's still the round at the end. I can still come back.
You could still come back and steal. You absolutely could. But your opportunity to be top dog today has passed you by. I'm afraid you must take your place on the loser's bench.
See ya.
We'll see you a bit later on. Okay, and then there were 2. Shadowmane, Egg Fried Cheese, Asset Key, and Kath now all on the loser's bench. There is one place there, and it will be taken by one of our final 2. Our final 2, Power the Torterra and Clive of Legend. If you would like to come and join me in the room, if you are about, that would be grand, and I'll have a little bit of a chat with you. Here's Clive. Power, are you... Oh, yes, there you are. Hello, Power the Torterra, and hello, Clive.
I'm here.
Hello, Clive. Nice to hear from you.
I'm here. Sorry about that. Hello.
Oh, that was Power. So Power and Clive. Sorry, I get you mixed up. Sorry. Welcome to both of you, and congratulations. You have survived to the semi-final, as it were. But only one of you can be crowned. Only one of you can be crowned top dog. First of all, to see who that's going to be, we need to have a head-to-head. So, the head-to-head works. It's very straightforward. There is a grid of tiles. There will be a grid of tiles in front of you. You will have the exact same grid of tiles, and the object of the game is to go from the bottom to the top. However, you do not know which tiles create the right path. You can go forwards, sideways, or diagonally, but not backwards. However, you can go on a tile might be wrong at one point in the sequence, but correct later on. For example, you could go forwards and then sideways. You'll see what I mean when we get there. In order to do this, you need to type either to the bot or to the chat, or in all likelihood a combination of both, because it might spit you out for spamming, which tile you'd like to step on. You can step on the tile for a maximum of 20 seconds before it resets and sends you back to the beginning. If you get it wrong, the board will reset and send you back to the beginning. However, the sequence will not change. So this is a game of persistence, it's a game of memory, and it's also a game of peripheral awareness, because your opponent will have the exact same path, and when they tread on an incorrect tile, that incorrect tile will flash for both of you, so you will see which ones are incorrect. How much you pay attention to them is up to you. As Matt is saying, persistence and periphery. Any questions?
I have no questions. Just give me a second. I'm loading a pop-out chat.
Okay, good plan. And yes, if you want to have a look inside the Discord stream as well, you'll get it a little bit ahead of what's happening on the OBS, on the Twitch stream.
Looks like I'm all set.
Okay, was that Clive who said that?
Power.
That was Power.
I'm all set too, though.
Good stuff. So starting at the bottom, working your way up. Remember, sideways, forwards, or diagonally, but never backwards. The very best of luck to you both. Patience and periphery. Your names will appear at the top of the board that is yours. Your fight to be top dog starts now. Power on the left, Clive on the right. And Clive of Legend has made it across the board.
Crap.
And Clive, you are crowned today's
game.
top dog. That was very, very close indeed. Power the Torterra at one point just one square away from the end. But Clive just managing to get there. And that extra 20-second time, on the original it was 15 seconds is what you got, but I thought 20 seems a bit more fair. And I know it looks like it sort of spams the chat up a little bit, but I think that's an acceptable compromise. Congratulations, Clive. Power, commiserations to you. You both had a pretty easy game to get to this point, but only one of you can go on to be top dog. We must go back to the player bench. And Clive of Legend is today's top dog. Power the Torterra, you must go and join the losers bench. Bitter regrets, but bad luck. We'll see you maybe later on. Okay, Clive of Legend. That means you are today's top dog. Congratulations.
Oh, hey. Thank you.
Now, you're top dog. You now have a place in the final. The final may very well end up being a cash game of some description, or possibly have some competitive, an extra competitive edge for the very special day on May the 30th, which you should definitely all put into your diaries. Now, you're the winner. You are the top dog. Nobody can take that away from you. However, you might end up being a loser top dog. or you might end up being a thoroughly victorious top dog. In the original, there was £10,000, you've won it, but can you keep it at this point? Because we now go to the general knowledge round. In the same format, there are 5 questions in this final round, which is called Top Dog. You'll get 5 questions. You'll be shown the category of each one. Now, you, as the top dog, are not answering any of them. Your job is to pick which player you think is going to get it wrong. There are no options, no multiple choice, just the question. If the losers get it right, they get a point. If you get it right, you get a point. First to 3 points wins. I should point out you cannot repeat any of the players. They can only answer 1 question each, so choose the categories wisely. At the end of it, if they fail to answer 3 questions correctly, you are crowned the top dog victorious, and you walk away with 10,000 points. However, if you fail to answer, if they succeed in answering 3 questions correctly, then they take your 10,000 points and they share it amongst themselves, 2,000 points each. Do you understand?
100%.
Okie dokie. Well, the very best of luck to you, Clive. You are today's top dog, but can you stay that day? That way. Let's play Top Dog. Okay, so, Clive, the first category is Geography. Who would you like to play the geography question? Shadow, Egg, Acid, Cath, or Power?
Okay. Let's see. I'll give that one to Power.
Power the Torterra? Please come and join me in the game room. You are joining me in the game room for your question on geography. You have been selected by Clive of Legend to face a geography question. Okay. So, your question, Power the Torterra, there are no options. Answering out loud to me, your question is as follows. How many US states begin with the letter I?
Damn it.
Three.
The answer is 3. I can tell you that the answer is, in fact, Clive, do you know this?
I've remembered 4 so far.
Clive's remembered 4 so far, so Power's probably feeling a little bit less confident. The answer is, in fact, 4. Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa. So that is a point for the top dog. Bad luck, Power the Torterra. You cannot get a point for Luther. That is a point for the top dog.
Ooh.
Okay.
Cursing.
You're 1 up there, Clive. Let's have another category. Literature. Who are you going to select to face a question on literature? Shadow, Egg, Acid, or Cath?
It feels a little mean, but I'll probably have to give it to the non-native English speaker. Acid can have it.
Okay, Acid, please come and join me in the game room for your question on literature. Let's have to give him a couple of seconds if he's behind on the stream, and he's probably got to come back into Discord as well. He is the non-native English speaker, but he is also a very, very keen wordsmith. Hello again, Acid. You've been chosen to face a question on literature. Your question is... Prospero is the protagonist in which Shakespeare play?
Othello?
Othello. Clive, what do you have any thoughts of your own on this?
I'm not a Shakespeare aficionado. I couldn't have told you.
Not a Shakespeare aficionado. Acid's going for Othello. The correct answer is... The Tempest. So it is not Othello, so that is another point to the top dog, to Clive. The losers still yet to score. That is 2 to the top dog. Top dog Clive, if you get this one correct, then you are the top dog victorious and you win £10,000 outright. Let's have a look at the next category. The next category is nature. Who are you going to select to face a question on nature?
Alright, let's give this one to Shadowmane.
Shadowmane, please come and join me in the game room for your question on nature. Hello again, Shadowmane. Welcome back.
Good to be back.
The onus has fallen to you to save the losers from total decimation with this question on literature. The very best of luck to you.
This is payback for you eliminating me. This is payback for me eliminating you on Duel, isn't it, Clive?
Nothing personal, darling.
Nothing personal. Well, let's see what you make of this question, Shadowmane. The question is, what animal might be described as vulpine?
Fox.
One more time.
A fox.
A fox. Clive, any thoughts on this?
I think it's 2-1.
You think it's 2-1? I can tell you the correct answer is a fox is indeed the right answer. Well done, Shadowmane. You've got a point back for the losers, making it 2-1. No pressure now, Clive. You've still got the advantage. But 2 questions to go, and you've only got 2 people left to choose from. The next category is video games. Who would you like to select for a question on video games? You have got Egg Fried Cheese or Car the 7th.
Well, neither, ideally. Does Egg play? Egg must play games. Egg plays games. Of course he does. I'll go for Car 7th.
We're going for Car the 7th. Okay, Car the 7th, please come and join me back in the game room for your question.
Hello.
Hello again. Car, you've got a question on video games.
Persona icon.
And again, if you answer this one correctly, you save the lives of the losers. If you get it wrong, then top dog is the top dog victorious. Your question, Car, on video games is: which developer created The Last of Us, Crash Bandicoot, and the Uncharted series?
Oh, the developer. So the company, or name a person.
No, the company. Gonna need an answer.
Epic Games.
You say Epic Games. Clive, what do you think of Kat's answer?
I can't remember the real one, but I don't think it's Epic Games.
I
it's Epic
wanted
Games.
this question.
Egg, would you have known this one?
Yes.
You would have made it 2-2. I can
It's
tell you
Naughty Dog.
the answer is Naughty Dog. Which means,
Good game, y'all.
Kath,
Good
you
game.
are
I
incorrect.
didn't know him.
A valiant effort, but that is a point to the top dog. And that means Clive of Legend is today's top dog victorious and goes away with 10,000 points. Congratulations, Clive. You not only have a place in the final, but you have all your honour intact. Congratulations to you.
And barely had to lift a finger.
And you barely had to leave your seat. You just had to get across that maze and then choose wisely. Well,
Exactly.
very well
I still
done
want to know what
to
the
you.
last question was, just in case it was a tie.
Yeah, I
I'm
bet.
intrigued to know.
Let me bring that up. Of course, if I tell you, I can't use it next time.
That's fair enough. It's
So,
because Clive was too scared of me. That's why he didn't want to face me. He didn't want to face me in a
kind of
duel.
the point of the game. So, I would be very interested here. We are going to go for a little break, and then after that, we're going to play Deal or No Deal. I'll do adverts and get some feedback from you, and we'll have a little break, and then we're going to play Deal or No Deal, which I'll say some more about. But first of all, we're going to go for a break. Congratulations to Clive. Bad luck to the losers. Thank you, everybody, for watching at home. We've got 31 according to the viewer count here, which is fantastic. Thank you very much for joining us for this first episode of Dog Eat Dog. There will be more Dog Eat Dog next week. There will be Deal or No Deal after the break. So stick around, stay tuned, and I'll be back in a few minutes. And of course, remember that every dog has its day. Good night, and I'll see you in a few minutes.
Una mattina mi son svegliato, oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Una mattina mi son svegliato e ho trovato l'invasore. Oh partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, ciao, ciao. Oh partigiano, portami via. Che partigiano, portami via. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 partigiano, portami via, che mi sento di morire. Ciao. Ciao, bella ciao, bella. Oh bella 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 ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e se io muoio da partigiano, tu mi devi seppellir, e questo è il fiore del partigiano. Oh bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao, 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 e questo è il fiore del partigiano, morto per la libertà. Ciao. Ciao bella, ciao bella. Fake records.
One thing about music is it can't be pigeonholed.
Whether it's brand new or it's old,
There's more than one era that's cold.
and we're combining them
Two genres decades apart, but we're uniting them. Then we mix them together
to make something better.
Even Dead Prez ain't denying it, but I didn't wanna do this all on my own, so assembled a team of like-minded friends, the finest musical minds I could find.
We've proved it time and time again.
We're all established artists in our own right,
But aligned and multiplied by 10.
so for now I'm gonna say
Bye-bye.
to the solo life like Kylo Ren. Yeah, we got the scene on lock, kings of this thing like BB was.
In a speakeasy doing cheeky shots.
Till we go blinder than the peaky mob.
Anything that you might need, we've got.
A guy called Pie with the sweet beatbox, but he's not the type
That you want to buy.
like the ones on Fleet Street by Sweeney Todd. So if you want the
Sickest spitting,
record spinning,
singing, swinging.
then we'll be the bringers of enjoyment. But then if you're a Brit and
Twisted,
critic sitting,
dissing, wishing.
we were quitting quicker, then you will be disappointed. We're bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Why? 'Cause this right here is swing hard, swing hard, swing hard, swing hard.
We love Biggie Smalls, we love Duke Ellington, we love it all. From jump up hip hop to Lindy Hop in the Old Town Hall. If you can hear us, we've been telling them to please recall. Two golden eras here together and they're standing tall.
The kick drum thumps,
The tension mounts,
the speakers punch.
and we're ready to pounce.
If your hip's gonna bump,
then that's what counts.
but if you're ready to jump,
then we're ready to bounce. Get out your seat.
yeah, check for the show.
If you got feet,
Then you know where to go.
step to the beat.
Listen to the flow.
We'll rip off the roof like a foolproof
In the real world,
I keep a 9 to 5. They dream of leaving it behind to speak to people on stage live.
but in the real world,
The truth is I'm a normal guy, but I will prove I got the drive to see it through and see it fly.
Yeah.
So if you like tight spitting
and a heavyweight bass,
with a beatbox rhythm,
then you're in the right place.
the harmony's pure and Charles in the case.
But if you want more, we can pick up the pace.
I only got a minute, so I'll hit it, then I'll quit. There's a lot for me to fit in, so I better spit it quick. This isn't a gimmick or ripple for hit, 'cause it's bigger than the sum of what we put into the mix.
We're bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Why? 'Cause this right here is swing hard, swing hard, swing hard, swing. It's bigger than hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Why?
way he spins.
1 2 1 2.
Pie Man always plays to win. He'll make you jump up from the base and kick.
Yo, what you wanna do?
Orson Welles always plays to win. He'll make you jump up, rotating hits.
1 2 1 2.
Swing hoppers always play to win. We stay pumped up, getting stages lit.
Swing Hop there by the Swing Hoppers. Before that, Bella Ciao by Cliche. These are very good songs, actually. I'm a big fan of both of those. Thank you for sticking around if you have done so and you are still with us. I'm still here as well. Hello. Although, still dark. I didn't get any light bulbs today. I really needed to do that, but there we go. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed Dog Eat Dog. I'm very interested to hear feedback from it because that's actually the first time it's been played since the pilot. I got some good feedback from the pilot and I attended to almost all of it, apart from the back button, which I said I won't need because I'll just be careful, and then promptly forgot to remember that I needed the back button in the first game. Genuinely curious in feedback. Obviously, it's the first game. We had 4 challenges and 4 failures there. Are they too hard, or were just people adjusting to it? X was very close, as was Cat's sequence game was quite close. Asset was halfway there as well. So can't provide feedback yet. Okay, there are a couple of episodes I think on YouTube, Power the Torterra. It is a difficult game. It's supposed to be difficult, and of course, the idea of the game is to pick someone who you think is going to not do well. Yeah, the games they were fairly ruthless, weren't they? But yes, I hope it's fun, and I hope it was fun to watch as well as to play. Clive wants to have an actual challenge before he gives feedback. Something that's a fair point. You take or you get taken. There you go, Clive. Come and do a test. We'll just run through all 6. I mean, the word wheel depends on how difficult I choose to make them, to be honest. Same with the final questions. Okay, just before we go on to Deal or No Deal, just to say briefly that next week, Ash is going to be streaming more dual stuff, I imagine. I should have looked at his schedule before coming on to promote his stream. Schedule has changed for next week. Oh, yes! And then we'll do the week after. So we've got good shows on the coming up. 15 to 1, 1 vs 100, Wipeout, Million Duke drop in the next few Wednesdays and Fridays over on Ash's channel. I was privileged to see some of the dev stream of Ash's 15 to 1. It looks awesome. So that should be very, very exciting. So do go check out Ash's channel over there. No, I was editing. All right, it's okay. Well, I'll catch up. I'll catch up on the VOD at some point. But yes, so no duels next week, but 15 to 1 on Wednesday and 1 vs 100 on Friday. Just looking at more feedback coming in. Brig Bother, welcome to the family, Brig Bother. It's lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining us. You reckon memory is too hard? You can probably drop it to 15 without too much change. Right now, it's either can you do the thing or not. And it could do with being more tense, really. Maybe even 12 with that fast repeat. I don't think you need the negative numbers and sequences. Doesn't add anything. Adding the red squares to mistakes in the fun is a really good idea. Bit improvement on pilot. Yeah, so the pilot they didn't have any, and that was a big thing. It was the whole point of the game, is how much you pay attention to the other screen. And you're right that the red squares really do add to it. As to memory, my concern is before you had an infinite number of fast repeats, and I made the change to make it 2 because it was very easy to game it. There was a strategy that became apparent very, very quickly, is that you remember 5 and fast. You do 5 fast repeat, 5 fast repeat, 5 fast repeat, 5. And that way you could do it with about 25 seconds left on the clock, and it's very easy to get into that rhythm if you've got a good short-term memory for those 5 things. That was the strategy that was put forward, so I put it down to 2 fast repeats so that you didn't have that. Putting it down to 12 would make it much easier to do 5, so I'm slightly reluctant to lower it from 20. I think I'll probably be slightly more inclined to increase the time rather than lower the number of things to be memorized. So that's my feeling on memory. The sequences I'm still not 100% happy with myself. So I may need to do some more work on that. The arithmetic played quite fairly today. That is sort of slightly RNGesus-y. Listwitz, hello Listwitz. Only one wasn't a fan of was the maze. I agree with Matt. 5 seconds on words was killer. Basically 2 misses, and I think you can forget it. Oh, I see it on the word wheel. Well, originally it was 2, and then based on your suggestion that if you could, because it's sort of played of, it's 5 seconds instead of 2. Originally it was 2, but originally you could only put in 1 letter at a time. Now that is a very, very different game if you are typing it yourself, because there's obviously some latency between the person speaking, me typing, me mishearing, or whatever. So, and again, that I think those clues were quite hard as well. But I will experiment with it. I'm tempted to try it at 3 and see how that comes out. The maze, it is a little bit of a sort of blows hot or cold, love it or hate it maze. I think it's I think it can be quite exciting to watch, and it's certainly better with the red error squares. 2 seconds in the show, it's a game of 90 seconds. Yes, so I've increased the time. So I've increased the overall time. I made it 2 minutes rather than 90, but I've also increased the penalty. But you've also got the advantage that you can type like basically a whole word into the chat. Same, only the cash amounts are different. We're on Deal or No Deal now. Hello, Estraw Casa B. Welcome. For mini challenges, challenges played. Over the maze. I mean, the maze was an original game. Actually, I did lift it. It was as close as I could get to a physical challenge. Previous week, Cut showed the first episode. Oh, it's still Deal or No Deal. Quiz game version. Sounds right because. Sorry, say again. Oh, okay. Play a few times. We'll see. It doesn't feel like anyone's got near the end, really. Yeah. So, we'll see how we get on. Yes, Estro. So if you were doing it in Twitch chat, you can type the whole word. And the penalty was increased for that reason. Yes, and to answer Silent Marine's question, and hello and welcome, that was the 5 second, the increase to 5 from 2 was added because the ability was there to type the whole word. Whereas I remember when last time we did it, Egg was having to type in the words, the letters one at a time, and it stopped delivering whispers, and that's slightly out of hands because of the Twitch API. But if you can type more than one word, that gives a significant advantage to the player, especially with a time increase. But I think having a bigger penalty there sort of gets the balance right. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes in the next few weeks. Number of letters increased didn't come into play. Everyone went 1 letter at a time. Yes, it did. Right. Thank you very much for the feedback. And Big Brother, if you do like the music for that, then yes, message me in the Discord, and I will find you the link for where that came from. The only track I could actually find from the original Dog Eat Dog is the main theme and the underscore of when the rounds are being picked. The actual rounds themselves, I couldn't find a clean copy of the music, so I found a website that's got royalty-free looping music. It's really, really good, and I use it I use that same website for the Gauntlet as well. Yeah, right. We're going to go on to Deal or No Deal. I've done Ash's promotion. My promotion next week. Oh, yes. So next week, obviously, more Dog Eat Dog. And then the guest game next week, I'm hoping, is going to be Countdown. We've got 2 semi-final matches. We've got Egg versus Asset and Grunkle versus Weemuz. So I'm hoping we can fix at least one of those 2 games up to be the guest game for next week. With the plan being, on the 30th of May, that's when the final is going to be. That's the plan at the moment. Might not work if players aren't available for whatever reason, but we are building towards the 30th of May. And I am using the word we there quite deliberately. More will be said in due course, so keep your eyes on stuff. On lockdown situation. Oh, that's good. Well, it's not good, but thank you for sharing with everyone. Oh yes, because you're one of the semi-finalists for Countdown, aren't you? Mm-hmm. Cool. So that's a potential match for next week if we can get asset down for that. That could be our second game of next week. Now, this week, I've done quite a few dev streams this week of Deal or No Deal, which is a game you may or may not have heard of. 22 identical sealed boxes, £250,000, and no questions asked except one deal or no deal. The object of the game is you get a box at the beginning, and there is an anonymous banker who, I don't know if they're wanting to stay anonymous tonight. The plans I've got for it, I will explain at the end, but I think we'll play the game first. Egg, are you able to confirm whether or not the banker wants to be anonymous? Okay, there we go. Well, actually, you guys, I've just realised you guys are muted on stream, so actually that's... so at the moment, the identity is still a secret. Banker, are you happy to have your identity revealed? Righto. Well, I'm going to turn the Discord on so you can actually hear who I've been talking to for all that time, rather than seemingly having a conversation with just myself. How I'm planning on doing this is making it a versus game, because at the moment there are no prizes, apart from possibly when we play it on the 30th of May, which we might be doing. It might be a cash game, there might be some prizes involved in that. I wanted to make this a versus game, because otherwise, without the actual cash, it's, I think, slightly difficult to recreate the feeling of why are we doing it. So there's going to be two leaderboards, one for the player and one for the banker. And the object of the banker is to make as much of a profit as possible. So if the player has got in their box £10,000 and the banker sells it for £5,000, then the banker finishes with a score of plus 5,000. And the players just have to get as much money as possible, up to a maximum of 250,000. Matt, if you want to keep some stats and notes, that would be absolutely incredible of you. Thank you, and I'd be very grateful to you. So, I think without further ado, I'm just going to switch the Discord channel back off again for now, because when I get the player in, this is a game, it would be really, really useful if you've got a microphone for this, because it helps to build some atmosphere and make the game work a little bit better. So, yeah, if you're, well, you take your name to the thing, absolutely. Unless you're the banker. So, let me make sure I've got everything right. And fingers crossed everything will work. No, it hasn't, because I haven't turned... for some reason, I've got the canvas off. No, I haven't got the canvas off. I know exactly what I've done. Stand by. Technical hitches. I know. I was getting really excited about that. No, I know what I've done, because when I was doing some dev stuff on it yesterday, I made a thing to skip the intro, which means actually, in skipping the intro, I've actually not switched it back on, because I did it in code rather than just, what a sensible code would do, which would be, create a button. So let's just take that off, and let's just take that. Yeah, because I've been sort of dog eat dog non-stop today, getting all the gremlins fixed for that. No, it's not just... And you know what, there's a really... If you watch the dev stream from a couple of days ago, I was talking about this, about what... Or if you check back in the Discord, what the... It's not just the arithmetic mean. There is some guidelines. Right, second attempt. Let's see if we can get this to work this time, if I find the button is there. Right. Fingers crossed we're in business this time. £250,000. 22 identical sealed boxes, and no questions, except one. Deal or no deal? Good afternoon, East Wing. Good afternoon, West Wing. Good afternoon, Pilgrims. And to anybody in the audience at home, good afternoon. Welcome to Deal or No Deal. This is the first game. Oh! No, also, I've still got the Discord muted, so let me unmute that. I will say at the start of this, in keeping with the theory of the game, we can only have 22 people in the lobby. So if you would like to come and play the game, you're going to need to make sure you're pretty quick off the mark to get the code in. Because once it's full, it's full. You can type, on this one, I've done this properly, so if you type the code again, you come out of the lobby. So if you would like to play, you need to type in the code, which I haven't shown you yet. Here comes the code now. SCRJ into the chat. There's Egg.
Yeah, having the advantage of seeing it and going.
Yeah, you've got that little bit ahead of the curve, aren't you?
And if I don't, what I just played, I will play when selection, if that works.
Yeah, it's all good. RJ Panda. RJ, all the way around. Yeah, so you come and join the wings, and that's something else I want to do during this. Get some people in the wings, so I might ask the live player if they want to get some advice from someone in the chat, and we can just drag people in the chat into the private room, and we can ask you on stream. So it just keeps things a bit more,
more managery stuff.
Yeah. Oh, someone's gone. Oh yes, this is a mic game. We definitely need a mic for this one. Panda can't mic either. Okay. Well, we've got 11, 12, 13 of you in the game at the moment. So we're going to see what happens here. So, for one of you is about to have the chance to make 250,000 points, or pounds. Ideally, you'd have a mic so we can talk through this game. But if you are in the Discord, in the chat, we might drag you in to get some opinions at some point. There are a few of you in there, and I'm seeing a couple of new arrivals coming into the server as well. So, welcome. If you are coming in, you can join us just there. Okay, shall we find a player? Who's going to be playing for £250,000 today?
I'm not feeling lucky.
It could be your lucky day. What the odds of 8 Minky turning up again after we played in the test game the other day? Oh my actual word, it really is. It's 8 Minky again. 8 Minky played in the test game the other day. It wasn't a proper game, it wasn't an official game, it was part of a dev stream, but hey, the RNG obviously loves you, 8 Minky.
Good point.
I can't roll another player without starting it again, but I can start it again if you are happy for me to. You've proved your point about RNG. No, I don't think I can re-roll. I haven't implemented the swap yet, by the way, but I have implemented one at a time, just to say, Mr. Banker, if you're listening. 8 Minky, do you want me to re-roll? I'm happy to if you're happy for me to. You've made your point about RNG. I'll wait for him to confirm. Yeah, it's up to chat to re-enter. Okay, we'll re-roll. Thank you very much, 8 Minky, for being a good sport. We'll stop and start that then. Oh, I get to do the introduction again. £250,000. 22 identical sealed boxes. And no questions. Except one. Deal or no deal? See, that's what he had to do. He had to say it in different ways. No, too soon!
Too soon?
Too soon on the applause.
I didn't mean to press the button.
Try for 3 in a row. If you got to that, that would be madness if you did go for 3 in a row. And cue applause. Does add something, doesn't it? Okay, and a second good afternoon to the East Wing, and a second good afternoon to the West Wing, to the Pilgrims, to you watching at home. Welcome to Deal or No Deal. Well, last game, what a corker it was. 8 Minky went up against the Banker. He dealt at £15,000. But if it just held on that little bit longer, he had 35,000 in his box the whole time. Will someone tonight have the courage to go all the way? Let's find out. If you want to play, QOZX. That's a great Scrabble score. It's 8 Minky again. I have to say, 8 Minky, if it comes up again, I might insist that you play. So if you're happy to play, if you want to be that guy,
oh please do.
You can always take yourself out.
You've got to stay in there. We've got to see what happens.
I'm just now wondering if it shows me in advance of who's been selected. I don't think it does. It doesn't log it anywhere. Okay, this is fine. If player goes to the end, the default setting at the moment is that the banker breaks even, gets 0, because of course the banker can get either a positive or a negative score. Breaking even is obviously not something the banker wants to do, but is very much at the whims of the player. So Score and I have been chatting about a couple of things about maybe making it versus, what was the highest offer versus what was in the box to give that as a score for the banker. But it's still up in the air. I've not done the leaderboards yet. For now, though, we just want to play the game. So, I wonder if 8Minky will get a third attempt to do this. Oh, there's someone else just come in. Hello, Toshi. Welcome. So, this is nice. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 players are prepared to play the game, but who's going to make the journey? Let's find out.
It didn't start with Ape on the board? What is this?
For one of you is about to step into the Dream Factory, come up to the crazy chair. Who's it going to be? Connor! Connor! Your moment has come. Please take the walk of wealth down to the crazy chair. Or in this case, to the streaming room.
Streaming public. There we go.
Hello, Connor!
Hello, Ben.
How are you, sir?
I'm alright, yeah. Feeling all better now.
Good stuff. Yes, you've been not particularly well, have you?
No. But I'm all better now.
Good stuff. Now, Connor, have you seen Deal or No Deal before?
I have indeed. It was one of my favourite game shows when it was on air.
Yes, I have to say mine too. I remember when I was at university, because this is big when I was at university, and I remember missing seminars so I could stay in my halls of residence and watch Deal or No Deal. Used to absolutely love it, along with Countdown, of course.
Of course, yeah.
Back to back. Now, Connor, are you a particularly brave person? Are you a valiant person? Are you the sort of person who'd go all the way to the end, or would you cut your losses to get a good spot on the leaderboard when it could be more?
I'll be honest, I've always said if I did get onto the actual show, I'd probably go all the way. But we'll see how things go tonight.
See how you feel when the pressure and the music and the offers start coming in. Now, Connor, tell me about this picture here, this cat of yours.
Yes. It's one of the cats that was found in, I believe, your computer, in your files.
It's not just one of the cats that was found in the computers of my files, it's actually one of my cat. This is Ozymandias, who doesn't own the chair. Persephone owns the chair, but this is Ozymandias. Eventually, this is going to be a random picture, but at the moment, I thought that's quite a nice placeholdery one. So that's the cat. Right, Connor, the computer has chosen for you box 13. Can you confirm that you had no influence and that was indeed a random choice?
I can confirm that, yes.
And of course, they are sealed by the independent adjudicator computer, who is the only person who knows where all the money is. Connor, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Okay, there's your board.
It's
suddenly become very real. Right, any strong feelings about where to start? Do you have a system, or...?
Just pick randomly. Let's see. Let's go to the West Wing first.
That's that side, isn't it? On the left.
Yes, and we'll start with box 9.
Box number 9 in the centre. Going to create a sizable gap. Let's hopefully create a sizable gap on the board in that blue column. Yes, it's £5. Yes. It's a good start. Okay, more of that. All blue round would be a really good place to get off the mark to. Where are we going next?
Alright, let's stick with the West Wing.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go this time with box 3.
Box number 3, right over at the end. Let's take a look inside box number 3. Incidentally, we can come away at any point if you change your mind, but once the seal is off, you cannot change your mind. Let's have a look inside box number 3. 50!
Yes.
Good stuff. Okay. This is a good start. Let's keep it blue. Keep it low. Are we staying with the west, or are we going to wander over elsewhere?
Let's have a look at the east wing this time.
Over in the east wing. Let's have a little look what we've got over here. Any strong feelings?
I'm feeling lucky 7.
Lucky 7. Oh, and the extreme other end, from one end to the other. Sure?
Yeah.
Let's break the seal. Let's have a look inside box number 7. 50p!
Oh, yes.
That's what we want to see. I have to say, this is an astonishingly good round. 2 more, and then you're going to get your first offer.
Let's stick with the east wing.
Okay.
And this time we'll go with box 17.
17 in the centre. Let's take a look inside 17. 20,000. Not quite so good, but it could be worse. We've still got the power 5 intact. Incidentally, I'm just talking to the banker now, who I know can hear me. You don't have to respond, banker, but at this point, if at any point you want to call, you can do. And if you want to just speak to me randomly, then we can do that. If you give me a call, that'd be great. I can call. You can call at any time. It is very much your game. Right, one more box. One more box. Where are we going to go to?
Let's go.
So I'm going to do a camera pan.
Let's go with box 2.
Box 2 over in the west wing. Okay. Let's have a look. 35. Well, we got off to a pretty good start, has to be said. And did a little bit of damage at the end there, and taking out one of the power 5. How are you feeling about that opening round?
I mean, could be worse, could be better. Still got the 250,000 in play.
Of course, that's the big one that we want to be thinking about.
But I really want to get rid of the remaining penny values.
Yes, those they stick out like a sore thumb, don't they?
Yeah.
Egg is sending me an odds thing to look at. Oh no, it's your work schedule. I'll look at it in a minute, Egg. Now is not the time to be asking me about tiny things like that. But I appreciate your concern. A call, and we are going to have a live banker, I believe, rather than me just dictating everything they're saying. So shall we see what he's got to say, Connor?
Let's do that. Yeah.
Hello.
Good evening.
And how are you keeping, sir?
I'm not too bad, good sir. How are you?
Ticking along. Actually, in answer to your other question from before, banker, can you message me what the offer is? Don't say it out loud, but we're happy to talk with you.
Of course.
And that'd be great. So, how are you feeling about that opening board?
It started so well. For you, and then it kind of took a major turn for the worse. Could be a much bigger turn for the worse, but
this is true.
Makes me uneasy.
Makes you uneasy. Well, perhaps we're going to see an uneasy offer. Thank you very much for your commentary there, banker. And Connor,
yes.
The banker said that board has made him uneasy, as you heard.
Yeah.
And so at this point in proceedings, for unlucky box number 13, I think he's being quite generous here. He would like to offer you £5,200. I don't think that's a bad offer at all. Any strong feelings on it? Do you want to get some reaction from the pilgrims?
Ooh. 5,200. Oh boy. Yeah, let's hear what the pilgrims have to say about that one.
Okay, chat. Over to you. Anyone in particular you want to bring in to chat with, or chat in general? What do you think? Tell us your thoughts.
Just in general.
Okay, chat in general. Not Jumble
Hello.
Services, okay. Kath thinks no details. Silent Marine. Oh, Tipster, hello.
Hello. I was enjoying my cup of tea, and then suddenly I was dragged to the stage. So the offer was 5.2k.
Yeah. 5.2, yeah.
Okay. I'm getting feelings that that's a reasonable offer at this stage. I mean, I'd have personally gone about like 6k myself. So for an early stage of the game, 5.2. If you're gonna go early, then take it. But I think there's much more in that box 13 there. I'm getting a vibe off it. There's some definite energy there.
Thank you very much, Tipster. Connor, are you ready for the question?
Yeah.
Okay, Connor, £5,200. Deal or no deal?
Thank you very much, Mr. Banker, but it's no deal.
No deal, so on we go. Okay, box number 13 is going to continue through and see if we can get another offer out of the banker. Where would you like to go now? 3 more, and then we get a new offer.
Let's go with that deadly box, number 1.
Oh, deadly number 1 over there in the East Wing. Shall we have a look inside? Good luck.
Yeah.
It's a 10p!
Yes!
So that is definitely what we wanted to see go there. We find the 1p now, the banker's going to have some real issues. Where to next?
Right. I've got a feeling about number 8, considering it's sort of a meme number in another community.
A good feeling or a bad feeling?
I've got a good feeling about it, so let's go with 8.
Number 8, okay.
Number.
Let's have a look inside box number 8. 10,000.
Could be better, could be worse.
Could be better, could be worse. We wanted to see it blue there, but 10,000. If you're going to see a red, there are worse ones to see. One more, and then we get another offer.
Let's have number 10.
Number 10, right up there next to the board. Box number 10. Let's have a look inside. £10.
Alright. 10 for 10, not bad.
Nice. Okay, so not a bad round at all. £10,000 notwithstanding, but yeah, 10p, £10, £10,000. There's some symmetry going on there. That seems like a pretty good board to me. Looking at that, how you got a feeling on what you might be being offered at this stage?
Well, considering that round was all 10s, I'm going to guess there's going to be a 10 somewhere in the offer.
Could well be. Could well be. That would be the banker's prerogative to do that. Well, he's taking his time, and he's obviously having a good think about this. And I spoke too soon. There he is. Shall we make him wait? Let's make him wait a little bit.
Yeah.
He made us wait. Tell you what, we'll do a full pan of the studio while we're waiting. I don't know. He may ring off and revise his offer. I hope actually maybe we should answer it. See what he's got to say. Hello.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
That is very upsetting. Okay. I have to hang up. I'll wait for his offer to come back. Hopefully he'll ring back and there we go. Are you going to speak to us this time?
Good evening.
Hello again. We sort of got cut off before.
There were some technical difficulties, yes.
Yeah, sounds like it.
It was nice to have some comments from the sidekick earlier.
The sidekick?
Good feelings about box 13.
Yes. Well, box 13 is supposed to be an unlucky number, but we've got a good feeling about it. Do you have a good feeling about that round we've just had, Mr. Banker?
It makes things interesting. This could become a high-risk game very quickly.
Indeed, it could.
I didn't feel like putting the offer up too much for that, but... Well, you requested a 10, so I put one in there.
Okay. We requested a 10, so he's put one in there, and that call in the middle has changed the soundtrack slightly, so that could make things interesting later on. But, Connor, I can say the banker has decided to honour your penchant for getting lots of 10s, and is prepared to offer you at this point £6,400 and 10 pence. So there's the 10 you wanted. So
I suppose I did ask for that, didn't I?
You really did. The 10p could go a long way. Now at this point, Brig Bother has immediately said no deal. 8 Minky is looking cross, doing cross face. What are your feelings on that?
It's not a bad offer.
Yeah, I thought he might have gone a little bit higher.
Yeah. Same as well, yeah.
He's obviously valuing the loss of that 10,000 quite highly by the looks of it. Well, are you ready for the question?
I am, yes.
Connor, £6,400 and 10 pence. Deal or no deal?
No deal.
Thank you very much. And on the game goes. Okay, 3 more. We really, really want to get that 1p away. So if we can do that, then we're going to be in a very, very happy place. Where would you like to go next?
Alright. Let's have a look on the West Wing.
Only a handful left over there, has to be said.
Ooh. Where is that penny?
Well, we all know what 9 plus 10 equals, Connor. Go on, do it for the memes.
What are you thinking, Connor?
Let's see, 21. It's got a 1 in it. That must be where the 1p is. Let's open box 21.
I love your logic. Let's have a look. Box 21. No, it's not the penny, but it is a blue. 500 is now gone. Where next?
Okay. Box 11. It's got 2 1s in it. That's got to be where the penny is. Let's go box 11.
I like there's logic there. 2 1s. Got to have a penny. No, there is another one with a 1. It's the £100. We've not found the penny, but we are well on the way to an all-blue round at this point, and that is going to put you in a supreme position.
Okay. Let's have a closer look at that East Wing.
Over to the East Wing. So just talking to the chat, Banker's Gamble isn't yet implemented, neither is the swap, but one at a time is. Just to let the banker know the parts that have been progressed, the parts that haven't. Now, Penny! I love that asset. Any strong feelings from the East Wing for your final box for this round?
Ooh. 5.
Box 5?
Box 5. Do you have the penny in?
Would you like to open it and find out?
I don't think box 5 has the penny in, but I think it's got a blue value in it, so let's open it.
Let's have a look inside box 5. It's not blue, but it's as close as. It's 1,000.
Alright.
Wow.
That's a very strong.
That's a very strong round. Very strong round indeed. What are you thinking?
I'm happy with that board so far.
I would be.
Still got the top 4 red values there.
Yes, 4 of the top 5 at 11 bucks. That penny is going to be causing him palpitations, I'm sure. But beyond that, we're starting to go penny a pound, and then we're into 3 figures. It's a very tasty-looking board, I would say.
Yes. Oh.
Okay. Well, here comes the call. Wait for the pan to finish and see what he's got to say. Hello.
Good evening.
Now that was
the banker.
It is. I think it has to be said, that was not a good round for you.
Yeah, it depends on your point of view, good sir.
Well, the point of view of not wanting to give away more money, I imagine that was not a good round for you. You're surely going to have to put the offer up at this point.
A significant amount. I see everyone in chat snubbing their noses.
Everyone in chat has got an opinion. Everyone always has got an opinion.
Let's try this one then.
Okay. Well, he has gone up. Do you want to know how much?
How far? How far? Go on.
You were looking for ones there, you didn't find any. This offer has got 1 in it. And I think he's respecting the fact that you've picked this particular box. Your offer now is £13,000.
Oh! Alright, okay. Wow.
13 for 13.
So he's more than doubled at this point. Do you want to consult somebody on this?
Please.
Who would you like to bring in?
Ooh. Let's bring in... Let's bring in Matt.
Matt. Hello, Matt.
I already had
Good
it
evening.
hovering over the chat.
Hiya, Matt. Statbot. You have to take a break from the stats. You've been called on to provide an opinion. The offer's £13,000.
Yeah, I would have thought, given you had a really, you pretty much, you took 2 blues and the 1,000. I would have thought the offer should be between 15 and 20,000. So I think 13's not enough to go at this rate. You've still got 6 boxes underneath that, plus the 15. You could safely go for another round.
Right.
Thank you very much, Matt. Connor, are you ready for the question?
Yeah.
Connor, £13,000. Deal or no deal?
It was a very good offer, Mr. Banker. But it's no deal.
No deal. We go on to 8 box. Okay. We've now got no, it's the same music. I think it's more dramatic music. in just a moment. Let's go for another pan of the studio. How you feeling?
It's suddenly got a lot more tense.
Has a little bit, hasn't it? Where do you want to go?
Oh. Can I have a closer look at box 22, please?
The death box. There it is. Colloquially known as the death box for its penchant to have big values in it. It's certainly in the early game. Do you want to take the seal off? Indeed.
Yeah, let's open it.
Box 22. Good luck. It's pound!
Yes!
Solid play. A blue at the start there. 2 more to go.
Okay.
Where next?
Where next indeed? Oh boy. Let's try. Let's try box 4.
Box 4? Oh, that's not what I clicked. Box 4. It's the penny!
Yes!
There it is!
Yes!
The penny goes! Traditional penny kiss, you are now guaranteed £250. If we get an all blue round at 8 box, you are going to be in one of the strongest positions we've ever seen in the entire history of this game of 1. Well, 2 if you include the test game.
Oh.
What's it going to be?
Let's have a look at the East Wing. Oh, which one of you has got 250 in it?
You think it's in the East Wing, do you?
I think.
Okay.
Not the 250k, but the 250.
Oh.
18.
You want to go for box number 18?
18, yes.
You want to open it?
Please.
50k.
Ooh, that hurts.
Not what we wanted to see at this point. But that is not going to take away, I don't think. I think he's going to have to respect you here because you've turned around 13k. You've taken out the penny in that round. And another blue, which I now forget. You've still got 3 of the Power 5, the big 3 of the Power 5, still in play. What are your thoughts at this point?
I need to knock out those remaining 2 blue and the lower of the reds. That's what I need to do. But I wonder what the banker's gonna. Oh, speak of the devil.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear. What do you think he's gonna say?
I think his offer will have increased to about the 17 or 18k mark.
Okay. Let's see what he's got to say. Oh, apparently I answered the phone and then put it down again. Sorry, we'll have to pretend we're still on the phone.
Speaking over the intercom. Speaking over the intercom.
Yeah, sorry about that. That's my bad. Banker, hello.
Hello.
Connor was thinking.
Did I hear that referee going on again?
He does. He can do. He can do. Yeah, sorry, I accidentally dropped the phone.
Just be thankful you're not the one playing.
Well, quite.
Because, unlike you, Connor,
yes,
I like how, unlike some people who've sitting here spectating this game, you've actually showed me quite a fair amount of respect. And despite the fact that you did get rid of that 50, you respect me, I respect you. Okay?
Okay.
So, here we go.
And the offer of respect to you, Connor, is that your box 13, is now worth £25,000.
Oh!
There's the dramatic music.
Oh no!
Oh no! Why oh no? Did you come in with a target?
Oh man! No, because that seriously made me consider: should I deal at this point? Oh man!
He doubled from offer 2 to 3, and he's nearly doubled again here. £25,000 is a lot of money.
Hmm.
Shall we go to the chat?
Let's have a look what chat say.
So Kath was thinking it was going to be an offer of 22. We've got oohs, we've got wows, we've got ohs. Listwitch had a guess at 23. Matt reckons he's baiting you. How many if no deal? Well, we're at 8 box right now, Silent Marine, so we've got then another 3 boxes to get to 5 box.
Right, let's do it this way.
You could take the 75 of the 100k. The offer would still go up next time.
Let's get a poll on the go. Let's see what chat thinks.
Ah, nicely done, eh? Thank you very much. There is now a poll in the chat. What should he do, deal or no deal? At this point,
I am impartial to this vote.
The overlay's going to come up, Connor, but I'm not asking you the question yet. Okay.
Okay.
I just happen to know we've got quite a lot of time on this next sting,
and not much music left.
Oh, as someone said, that track loops, but this one's about 3 minutes, but it takes about a minute for it to build. So, polls in the chat. It's not a bad offer. I think Kath thinks there's another round in it. Oh, no, this is about 3 minutes. No, we've got loads done. And 15. Oh, sorry, I think 15 seconds left from the poll. Listwitch thinks one more round. Lux held on, keeping the big 3 in play. They could potentially all go.
No deal's taken at 80% to 20.
80% of the chat say no deal at this point in the game. But it's your game. Are you ready for the question?
I am.
Connor. £25,000. Deal or no deal?
Once again, Mr. Banker, thank you for the offer. But no deal.
No deal, he's going on! Okay. And on we go. We are going to go to 5 box. We're going at least one more round. Your luck's held out up to here. Is it going to continue moving forward? Where would you like to go now?
Right. Oh boy. West Wing, please.
Over in the West Wing. Looking for the 2 blues, the 250, the 750, and the 3, maybe the 5. Ideally blue.
Box 20.
Box number 20. Sure?
Yes.
Good luck. No, not what we wanted. It's a 75. That's taken out one of your big 3.
Man.
It's not ideal, but 2 boxes to go. Where to next?
Let's have a look at the East Wing this time.
East Wing. Looks like the camera finished panning.
Otherwise we'll end up out of the studio.
So no, just gonna leave. We're gonna leave the studio. East Wing.
Just casually go through the wall. Matt says there's a 5% chance of taking out both the top 2.
Thanks, Matt.
You can imagine Matt on the actual wings themselves giving out all these facts. He's doing it in his head on the actual show. Matt, go and apply for Deal or No Deal.
It finished, mate. Finished about 4 years ago.
They need to bring it back.
They really do. Connor, what's it going to be? Where are you going?
12 or 15. 12 or 15.
Oh, Matt did apply for Deal or No Deal.
12.
12?
Yeah.
Is off.
Oh, no! And there goes the big one.
Oh no.
That is absolutely unequivocally not what we wanted to see. Now, do not have the total round from hell. Keep the 100,000 there. Thank you very much for the 300 bits there, Kaz. That was enormously kind of you. Thank you very much indeed. And I know the 250 graphic missing isn't there, Shadow Mate. I have got a glass shatter asset that I got from the asset store, but I think it only works in the real world. I'm not yet figured out a way to do it graphically, but it's on my potential to-do list. Oh, Connor, you've got to avoid that 100,000 to stay alive at this point.
Oh man. 16.
Box number 16 over on the west wing. Let's have a look.
Yes.
250, good. It's blue. Whew. So you've saved yourself from total and utter unhappiness, but that was not a good round. 2 with the power 5, then the 250. I mean, you've guaranteed your safety net up to 750, and maybe if the banker's feeling generous, he'll take that into account. But no guarantees. How are you feeling? You alright?
I'll be honest. That hurt.
Thinking it maybe was time to go previously?
It might have been, yeah. But I could still have the 100k.
You could still have the 100k, that is true. Should we see what he thinks?
Yeah.
Hello! Yes, of course he's laughing. So this is a happy day for you. We're still alive, we're still alive.
Indeed, indeed. It's a bit of a shame, really. I was hoping that this little game of cat and mouse could go on a bit longer, then again it still could. I think...
You think he's going to bite?
He could. I think it's time to go back to basics, so... I'll try this.
Well, he said it's time to go back to basics. Box 13 is once again worth £13,000.
Ah.
He's gone back a step. Could have had 25, he's dropped back down to 13. So the question now is, do you want to write off the 25 as it could have been, cut your losses and go at 13? Because let's be fair, that's fairly generous. Only 2 above it. One of which is only £2,000 above it. £13,000.
Poll is live.
Poll is live, chat, if you'd like to vote. Remember, it is Connor's game. Your decision in the poll is not bound. It's not binding, rather. Kath reckons it would have been 3,500. Matt's suggesting deal. 8 Minky says that's generous. Tipster says run. Toshi says deal. Silent Marine and Monami are both saying deal. As Matt has pointed out, it is now a 1-box game. You're chasing the game if you know deal. Matt Statbot is telling us 60% chance of hitting the 100k. Lingomaniac says get out of there. A few more seconds on the poll. Again, I'm not asking the question yet, but I am putting the overlay up. And we'll build some nice tension music. How are you feeling, Connor? What's your thoughts? 100% of chat are saying deal. 14 people. 100% of them say at this point you need to cut and run. But it is your game. Brick Bother says if you no deal, you're probably looking at 30k next time. Is that worth the gamble? Are you prepared to go all the way?
Poll is 100% deal.
100% deal in the poll. If you don't take out the 100k in the next round and you no deal, you may be looking at 30k. That's what Brick Bother reckons.
Oh,
tough
boy.
call. You ready for the question? Oh, sorry, yeah, go on.
I was going to say, even if you're left with 100k in the 750, you're going to be looking at possibly getting about 25 back. So logically, if you keep the 100k, you should be able to hit your highest offer yet.
Right.
But that requires you to keep the 100k.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Connor, £13,000. Deal or no deal?
Deal.
It's a deal at 13,000. I think that was a good decision. Congratulations, £13,000 is yours. How you feeling?
Oh my god, right.
Tense, isn't it?
Even I had goosebumps at the end of that.
£13,000 is yours. Thank you again for those 300 bits there, Kazvez. That's very kind of you. However, that is not the end of the game. We now play on as we would have done if we'd said no deal, except now we're looking to destroy the game. What's it going to be?
Box number 14.
14? We want you to be the 100,000. Show us 100,000, please. No. 750. It would have been the perfect start. Have you made a calamitous error? Where next?
Let's have a closer look on those boxes.
15, 19, and 6.
15, 6.
We're looking for we really want the 100,000, and ideally the 15 as well.
Six.
Box number 6. Show us 100,000, please. Yes, it is! Nicely done. You've saved yourself from calamity, but there is still one box there. Can we give the banker a true spanking? Find the 15.
And you've beaten the banker.
And you've beaten the banker. 15 or 19, which is it going to be?
15 or 19? Oh. 15.
15. If there's 15 and 15, we've got a banker spanking in the making. Show us the 15, 15. It is!
Yes!
Fantastic!
Oh, God.
Oh. And breathe a sigh of relief. You've dealt not at your highest, but you've beaten the banker, and in this game, that's all that counts. 13 will go onto your leaderboard, onto the leaderboard, as and when I get around to implementing it. How much has the banker lost? We know the banker's lost, but how much? We're going to get a call from him. Well, in the first proper game, the pilot game, it looks like you've lost, sir.
Yeah, I could have lost far worse.
You could. Well, you don't know yet. You could, but yes, it could be blue, love. We know there's a red in the box, at least.
Indeed. It's a good game and good reward for some good respect, I should think.
Absolutely. Well, at least we're having respect. That's all we can hope for. So, at this point, the offer would have been...
Do you want me to say it?
No. It would have been... You say this, and I'll say it.
This.
So, at this point, you've done the right thing, because at this point, the offer would have been 3,000... Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I got too excited and pressed the wrong hotkey. He really wants to say it. No, the offer at this point would have been £3,800. So you'd have been cut right down there, dealt at 13,000. So an extra
offer.
And it would have been the lowest offer. So you've beaten the banker. Congratulations on this pilot. Oh, there should be a sting there. I need to fix that. Yeah, sorry, I haven't quite finished all the sound mapping of the end. But have you beaten the banker by 8,000 or by 10,000? Shall we open box 13?
Let's have a look.
That why there's no sting. Oh no, there's still no sting. What did you have in your box? You had the 3,000 there.
All right.
So you beat him by £10,000.
Very good.
Nicely done.
I'll take a 10k loss. Could have gone worse.
Okay, I don't know why the sound is doing this.
And there's the audio again.
I really need to fix the end game, the audio, and everything else. We have to imagine the celebration. We need to complete the game properly. Let's open box 19, finish the game, show us the £5,000. It's over there in box 19. Well,
I need to put that sting on my wall, I think.
It's a good sting.
Indeed. Connor could have gone for 25, and that would have been hurt. That would have hurt.
That would have hurt a lot.
Losing 10 when I could have lost 22 pretty easily. I'm happy with that.
Ladies and gentlemen, the banker was score count. In case you hadn't worked that out already. Connor, congratulations, £13,000. That will go onto the leaderboard in the future. Have you enjoyed the game?
I have indeed.
Wonderful. Well, it's been lovely having you. Congratulations again, £13,000, and we'll see you another time.
Thank you.
And thank you to Score Count as well, and to Egg Fried Cheese for floor managing so brilliantly, and for the additional commentary and polling. Very grateful to you all.
I will say, I messaged Score about that first little sting, and he just went, heh. I was like, yeah, I said I've got to do it, and the fact that you waited and waited and waited, that just worked out perfectly.
It made it work. I hope that I played the role convincingly.
I think you played the role very, very nicely indeed. I'm just going to wrap up there, and I'm just going to invite everyone on stream to offer some feedback. I know it's not at the moment. It's not obviously real cash values, but I'm hoping you thought it was still exciting, and there was an element of strategy involved. My plan for this is that the player from the last time goes on to be the banker next time.
Oh.
So, because at the moment, the original plan was that the picking of the player is totally random. and done by the RNG, but the picking of the banker is slightly arbitrary in the same way that when I do Countdown, Dictionary Corner is arbitrary. It's whoever asks me or whoever I ask to come and do Dictionary Corner. And I didn't want it, if we're going to make it a competitive banker role, so it's actually 2 players versus a competitor and a banker, and because they can both have a different leaderboard, I don't want the banker to just be quite as arbitrary. So that would mean the next time we play Deal or No Deal, Connor would be the banker, and now the banker score is currently minus £10,000 because he sold a £3,000 box for 13,000, and that would be Score's score as the banker.
I mean, technically, it's £4,999.90 or 95. If you want to get technical.
What's 4,500 and what?
8 Minky.
Oh yes, 8 Minky could have been.
Yes.
Yeah,
because there was a 5 pence.
I'm messing. I
only thought about this when I was in Tesco earlier on, and I messaged Score about it saying, "What do you think?" So there wasn't quite enough time to throw it all together, and I'd already asked Score to bank for me. Is that a verb, to bank? Anyway, yeah. So that's my plan. The only difficulty, if this ends up being the game for next season, i.e. June onwards, it would require that the person who is the player one week to be present next week to be the banker. Otherwise, it's not going to quite work. I am going to add a thing, so where the fact that 8 Minky came up again here, I'm going to add in a thing that means that if you've been the player, you can't be the player again until it resets.
I'm guessing you can pull that out of Blockbusters.
Say again?
I'm guessing you'd be able to pull that just out of Blockbusters.
It'll be slightly different. It's actually a bit more simple than Blockbusters, but yeah, basically the same thing. 8 Minky, I would let you have a proper game, although I am inclined to say that is Connor's actual game, because apart from the sound glitches at the end, it was all pretty much as it would be. So that's my plan for it. So there's going to be 2 leaderboards, and I think making the banker less arbitrary and just having it being a continuation. That way, everyone gets to have a go at the banker rather than it just being me or being a cycle of different people. Everyone gets to go in both roles as and when it comes around. That's my current plan when the build is finished, which I'm hoping to do in the next week or so. I'm probably not going to play this again. We're probably not going to play this again until May the 30th, which is a date you should put in your diary if you haven't done so already, for reasons that will become clear in due course. And then this might well be the game we do next season. So we'll do 6 or possibly even more weeks of it. And I think we could probably do 2 games per stream of this. Can I get...
Which I think would work.
Sorry, say again, Nick?
I think that would work.
I think that would work. I mean,
because it's a very tense game, and I think that even I was getting even tense for Connor.
It is tense, even if it's sort of pretend money. But I mean, it's for a leaderboard. But we enjoy the game, and I really appreciate actually you guys building up the tension with the dramatic pauses and really investing in the game. That really means a lot, because actually it's been fantastically exciting, I think. Can I ask an opinion from chat? What did you think of the banker? Of being able to hear the banker? Because if we're going to do this thing where we know who the banker is, hello banker. Because obviously, when we did the test run, I muted the Discord server, so only I could hear what the banker was saying. But being able to hear the banker was quite cool, I thought. Voice mod the banker.
I think the fact that there could be mind games with the banker being heard might be...
Voice mod would be cool if we can make that work. Obviously, it's going to be dependent on the hardware of whoever is being the banker. And of course, everyone will know who the banker is anyway, because it will be the contestant from the previous episode. So there is that to consider. There's also the slightly technical part of if the banker just says this and then I say the offer. Obviously, Score was messaging me privately to see what the offer was there.
Mostly to give you time to type the offer in.
Yeah, well, there's that as well. But I mean, obviously, if the banker says the offer directly, then you don't get the dramatic moment. I think that takes away from the tension slightly. So I'm just generally interested in thoughts for what you think and anything I've just mentioned there. And indeed, if you guys in chat have got anything to add to that, then please do so. Hey, Prather, I'm a fan. When we used to play Deal or No Deal in Palace, before Deal or No Deal even aired in the US, the bank was an antagonistic persona. Banker should never say the offer, keep the drama. No, I think I agree with you there, Liswitz. So the banker messages me, but they can come on and do some little mind games, which was really exciting. You know, Well, it's the fact you say the money and I press the button and it appears and goes boom, which is I think quite exciting.
I mean, it's something to be worked out.
Yeah, there's a few things that say that the code isn't entirely like I want these columns that are here. I want these to go red. I mean, that's an easy fix, but it's just sitting down and doing it. Thank you very much, Matt. Really kind of you to say, and I completely agree. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Egg for putting in the those sound effects there, because that really added. I was thinking about putting applause in the game with Family Fortunes. It was more out of necessity because I had to splice the soundtrack in such a way, and putting applause over it was a good way to hide all the spices. But no, I really appreciate that, Egg. That was really cool.
We can thank Tipster for introducing me to said thing, and I've just been tormenting everybody in chat. So
everybody
okay.
You cut out. Let's go.
Everybody, but specifically me.
Is this your voice mod, or are you just roboting?
No, Skull, I don't think has voice mod. I think he's just broken.
K-Brother, the banker even changed rules on the fly. Like, if you knock out the penny, your next offer will double. If you knock out 250, no offer. Yeah, I mean, little intricacies like that. Obviously, I need to program into the game, but obviously, the offer can be 0. That's certainly something that can be offered.
On occasion, the banker offered things like there was one occasion where he offered. I think he only had
single box or something like that.
Well, no, he had only like 50 and 200 left in play or something like that. And he said, if you have the 250, I'll throw in an extra grand or an extra $5,000. You have the 10p. Boof, you go. That's it. I'm taking the 10p as well.
So little things like that are quirks of the game that came in over time that were established over the course of the game. I'm not going to be able to program in every quirk, but I'm definitely going to be getting in swap, and I definitely want to get in Banker's Gamble. I've already got we didn't do it today, but I have got the contingency if the banker wants to make an impromptu offer, the banker can make an offer at any time if they let me know. So I need to come up with a metric by which I can actually see what's going on. I'm working on one monitor at the moment. After we move, when this lockdown is over, we're moving house imminently. I'll be getting a bigger room, bigger desk, and at least 1, if not 2 more monitors.
And out of curiosity, the multiple calls did not break the game on audio either.
They did. The first one
it did.
So the first one I accidentally hung up. You get a just before the off. You get a dum 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 dum. But if you call again, it goes to the pre-box music. Which is I mean, they're both quite dramatic, but it was the wrong. It's not something anyone would have noticed necessarily unless I pointed it out like I did.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what that weird drumming thing is going on at the end. I don't need to look at that. So that's very strange. Anyway, I am going to leave it there for tonight because despite the late start, I've been going 2.5 hours. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching, for all the hosts, for all the feedback, to everyone who's played, to everyone who's supported the playing, to everyone who's given bits, subbed and followed. Thank you very, very much. It's been wonderful to have you here. I'm really excited about Deal or No Deal. I'm really excited about Dog Eat Dog as well. And congratulations to Clive on that victory in the first game. We will see him in the final on the 30th of May. Please do put that date in your diary. More things, more conversations need to be had before I can say any more. But for now, 30th of May, get it in your diary. And I won't even say what time. Just put the whole day in if you can. That'd be amazing. To all the new viewers tonight, if I've not seen you before, I won't try and name you all because I'll miss people out and that'll be embarrassing, but thank you very much. Not sure how you've come across us, but you're very, very welcome, and it's been lovely having you here. Do come and visit the Discord if you haven't already. You can come and join us there, chat with us a little bit more, and of course you can follow, subscribe and all the rest of it on here. I have been Royal Flush. I've been chatting with my friends in here, Connor and Egg and Persephone Bot. I'm not sure if she's done anything tonight. Your bank has been score count. Your top dog was Clive of Legend. Thank you so much, everybody, for playing. I hope you've had fun. I will be back same time next week, 8 o'clock British summertime, for more Dog Eat Dog and hopefully a countdown semi-final. Fingers crossed if we can get players. If not, it will be Family Fortunes or Danger Zone, or if I can get the code done for it.
Saturday, so it's all based on asset.
Okay, so if Egg's around next week, we could have an asset. There's possibly also a Weemers and a Grunkle we might be able to have if asset isn't free. But if not, it'll be Danger Zone or Family Fortunes, or if I could do the code for it, the Gauntlet. next week at 8 p.m. Keep your eyes open for streams. In the meanwhile, development streams. If I end up doing some more development streams, although I've done 3 this week, so I might give next week a break. Plus, it's sort of back to school and homeschooling while we're in lockdown. Blockbusters, I'm not actually earmarked for a guest game, but it might happen. Kath, possibly. I haven't forgotten about it. It is certainly on the periphery, one of the games we could bring out. And of course, don't forget, next week on Wednesday, you can go and check out Ash's stream. You've got Quetz as well, who was in the Countdown tournament. He does Chase VGM. It says 12 noon GMT. It's actually 1 p.m. British summertime now. If you want to go and check out Quetz's the Chase VGM. I don't know if he's still doing. Is he still doing his Saturday stream? Because if he is, he's going to be on in a couple of hours. So Ash says he is.
I haven't
Fabulous.
actually paid attention. Oh, there we go.
1 a.m. BST. So you've got 1 a.m. BST or 1 p.m. BST on Thursday for Quetz, the Chase VGM. That's always good fun. Do go check that out. I'll see you on Ashes next week, next Wednesday, for 15 to 1, which should be enormously exciting. 2 a.m. BST. Thank you for the clarification there, Ash. And I will be back maybe for a dev stream next week, but if not, I'll see you next Saturday for more Dog Eat Dog. And for something else, probably Countdown. We'll have to wait and see. I'm rabbiting on, so I'm going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much again, everybody, for joining us. It's been lovely talking to you. Stay safe. I'll see you another time really, really soon. Take care. Peace out and good night. And this is where the music doesn't come in straight away. Come on, music, kick in. Come on, music, kick in. There we go. Mute that one. Mute.
That's it.
Thank you.